everyone, welcome to the Sugar and Crumbs kitchen. Well, it's our new early bird time, 7 o'clock. So in the Sugar and Crumbs kitchen, we are going to start doing all our lives from 7 p.m. I have to say, we've been thinking about it for several years. John's mentioned it, Simon's mentioned it, and I've said no. But you know what? We really do need to move to earlier time, just in case when we do run over, we're not doing a midnight live, ladies. So tonight I have Simon in the kitchen on camera. Hi,
hello.
Simon.
Hello everyone.
Oh, very chirpy. Are you excited this week?
Demonstration day Saturday.
Yeah, big week, isn't it?
It is, isn't it?
Yeah. So, moonshine girls, if you're there.
It's not moonshine.
So, John is in the kitchen on comments because Karen is off today. So, hi, John.
Hello everyone.
Are you looking forward to being in the kitchen, love?
Loving it.
How many comments do you think you might answer this week? More than 20?
Doubtful.
So feel free to ask John comments through the live. So what are we going to do tonight? So the shots. So we released these a few weeks ago and we've been trying to find time to start using them on a regular basis and show you how to use them. Now, lots of ladies have got it. I saw it in the group last night. A lady explained it perfectly well. What are flavoured shots? Well, they are concentrated flavoured icing sugars. And what happened is, around the world, lots of people wanted to buy the flavoured icing sugars, but at 500 grams a bag, by the time we put them all in a box, it became a stupid price for shipping, absolutely stupid price. So it put a lot of people off. So we come up with a concentrated formula. And as you know, we launched Whipping It Up last year, so it made sense that while we were coming out with that concentrated formula, do exactly the same for the Whipping It Up shots. So there is 9 flavours currently at the moment in the Flavour Shots. So do remember there's 2 brands, Flavour Shots, Whipping It Up shots. And if you want to grab yourself a pen and paper, I will describe them to you. So the Flavour Shots are basically our icing sugars. So all you're going to do is get a shot of this and you're going to add it, on the back of the bag it says 450 grams of plain icing sugar. But I'm just going to tell you, it doesn't matter whether it's 450, 460, 470, 480, 500, it doesn't matter. So as long as it's in that region between 450 and 500, you drop this shot into it. It's a 50 gram shot, and then once you drop the shot into your icing sugar, which we will do shortly, okay, you stir it in, and I'll tell you more about that in a minute, okay? Then with the Whipping It Up shot, this is a 70 gram bag, okay, and this contains egg white. So both products are suitable for vegetarians, nut-free, gluten-free, but the vegan ones is only for the flavour shot. The Whipping It Up is not suitable for vegans. This makes a beautiful Swiss meringue buttercream instantly, okay? This flavoured icing shots make Swiss meringue buttercream, but you have to do it the traditional way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk through them and I'm going to do one recipe at a time tonight, and we're only making the 2 buttercreams tonight, but over the next few weeks we're going to be making other recipes using both packets of shots. Now, what's the benefits to the UK? Lots of people are living in apartments now, and that's what goes on abroad, so you've got a much smaller space. So look at this. 9 bags of icing sugar. There you go. Look how lovely that is. Pop them in your cupboard. Nobody needs to know you've got your little secret stash. All you need to do is keep yourself a kilo of plain icing sugar somewhere, so that you can just go and choose from the little flavours what mood you're in and keep your icing sugar topped up. Yeah? So that's one thing. So look, it's exactly the same with the Whipping It Up shots as well. There we go. Yeah. And then if we put them all together, we have 2 bundles. Now, lots of people around the world have asked us how can they buy these. Well, trying to ship out of the UK at the moment is very expensive. It's always been expensive. But what we've done is we've actually put a bundle on the website. And the bundle on the website now is an exclusive bundle. And it should be £62, okay, for all the shots, including the shipping. But we're going to release it at £54.99. So anywhere around the world, okay, if you want to buy these, You can buy them for $54.99. No need to add shipping. It will check out automatically as free shipping. The only thing that we've got to sort out on our website is country. So put your full address in, put your full name, address, but when it comes to choose country, just choose the UK. So still put the country in the normal address part, but when it does the drop down menu, select UK. We will sort the rest, okay? So don't worry about that, we will sort the rest. And that's if you want to buy the whole the 9 of those, 6 of those, which is 15 packets altogether, and that's based on the weight, and we will send that worldwide. So if you're in Australia, if you're in, well, wherever you are, we will send it to you. All right, so hopefully you're going to enjoy buying those. Currently they've all gone out to suppliers around the world who've shown interest, which is great. So hopefully we will have it in your country soon, so you can buy from your regular supplier. But it's like everything, it takes time, doesn't it? So they're on the way to those suppliers, and we hope, I don't know, by Christmas we could be lucky enough in being quite a few suppliers around the world. That's where we want to be. Right, John, so how are we doing for an audience tonight?
We've got a very good audience, up to 190.
Good girls, all of you. Good girls and boys, I should say, really, shouldn't I? So all of you for remembering. Not seen any boys tonight? Right. Because they're both here in the kitchen, 2 naughty ones. Right, okay. So before I do that, what I do want to do is I want to say a few thank yous, because I haven't had a chance to say thank yous for a few things. And Karen and I and the girls in the office are always really very lucky. We get gifted lots of things. And, you know, sometimes I just don't always have a chance to say thank you. So I just want to pull a few things forward, okay. So the lovely Liz Brockler sent this in to me, and I think it's absolutely beautiful. I think she gave Karen Griffiths the same one. But this is a flamingo scarf. Isn't that pretty? Yeah, there you go. So it's a lovely scarf. So Sam wants to go in overhead. And this beautiful bauble, Christmas bauble. I can't wait to put that on the Christmas tree. So I don't know what I've said about flamingos, but I know our Jasmine is going to go completely crazy when she sees this, because well, she calls them mingos. But I'm sure she'll want to steal them off me, but I'll have to keep them out the way. But thank you, Liz Brookles. I know you gave this to me at the demo day, and I've not had a chance to say thank you. I think I said thank you on the day, but anyhow, thank you. Really very grateful. So let me pop that one out of the way.
Are all the lights on? You seem a bit dark, apparently.
Yeah, do we?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all on.
I think it's because it's going to a sink t-shirt. Well, if I wear a white t-shirt, I sink into it, don't I?
You'll be glowing.
Do you want to get me a pinny out there? So, and then Lynn Bond sent me a message the other day and said, Carol, did you get that little keyring I sent you? A little gift I sent you? And I said, no, I don't think. She said, well, I gave it to one of the lads, and one of the lads said, I'll take it upstairs. So what I'll tell you is, it's been travelling around in John's bag. So, he's here. And this was
safe
for
as houses in my bag.
Yeah, it is safe as houses. So I said to John, have you got it? Because I asked everybody at work, no, it's, and they all, actually, the lad who said, I gave it to John, Carol definitely gave it to John. So this is absolutely lovely. So look at that, it's got a little wing on, little love heart, paw print, and this was when I lost Lincoln. And yeah, what can I say? And what does it say? It said you left paw prints on my heart. I'm gonna cry. And then Breeder Arnold sent this one in with Lincoln on it. Sent one for Poppy. So John's telling me to move on, but if I move on suddenly and disappear, then you'll wonder where I've gone. But just give me a minute. And then I want to say thank you to Jackie McMinn. She sent me in a lovely rainbow for Poppy and Lincoln. And there we go. And this one came in, isn't it cute, this? This one came in from Harlem Horses, Emma. She sent me a big beautiful fruit basket as well. So I'll pull myself together in a minute. And then these are new that came in. John's looking at me. Now, I want you lot to choose which one do I choose. Because this was from Kath Harrison. Aren't these cute? These are lovely tree decorations. And I just love them. And to be fair, I thought they were both mine. Then I saw there was one for Karen. And the other Karen got one. And so I think I should go for pink for the Sugar and Crumbs kitchen. But I really like the gold. So I'll let you lot choose. So that's those. So thank you very much, Kath Harrison. And let's carry on with just a few more things. And then, oh, Emma Harlem Horses. I just thought I'd show you this. if I can get my picture face out of the way. But she bought me this lovely frame and it says I love my dog. And Michael, our doggy walker, took a beautiful picture. I love this. He got all of them together. Unfortunately Barney's not on there, but he got them all. He got the other 5 of them together, and I've managed to get it in this frame, so I'm well chuffed. And then and this is another one that he did, and this one, I think you can see it there. My hairdresser brought this in last week. I was actually surprised, but isn't that lovely? And look, isn't that lovely there? I think Breeder bought me a frame like this. They are lovely. So I just want to say thank you to all of you. But talking of Breeder Arnold, her husband Richard sent this in of Lincoln. It's fabulous, isn't it? I am going to move on fast, but I just want to get all these thank yous out of the way, because you do need to know that you are appreciated. And I just need to show you this one. This is all of them. This is what my doggy walker. So all of you in classes, you always hear a shout out to Michael, because Poppy, this is Poppy. So this is Basil, Poppy, Daisy, Chip and Lincoln. And when you were in classes, you've always heard me run out because Chip makes such a noise with Poppy. And Michael has no control over him, and I'd run out and go, Chip! Just one word, Chip! Really loud, and you all start laughing because they just shut up and they plod off for their little walk. But isn't that a fabulous photo? So I thought I'd show you that one. And then, nearly getting there, ladies. So I'll get on with this live. Got 2 more things to show you. And then Elaine Lawton came to visit. It was her birthday weekend, and she came up for the demonstration day. And her husband's a painter, and she asked her lovely husband to paint this. And apparently she changed it 3 times, but I mean, I think it's lovely. And it illuminates in the night, so I'm not going to turn the lights off. But isn't that lovely? United in friendship, bonded with love. And that's so lovely, isn't it? So a big thank you to Simon, and a big thank you to Elaine. A big thank you to all of you. I'm very grateful. Nice little card. So this is all what's come in the last few weeks. I just wanted to tell you about those. And then this one today got me. So Kathy Eaton. So Kathy Eaton sent me this one in today. Isn't this lovely to go in the garden? It's metal, sit in the pot there. So I'm going to pop it in the garden. I'm not going to pop it in till the summer though, because I think I just want to look at it. I might even put it in a plant pot in the house actually. But isn't that fabulous? Such a good idea. You're so clever, you lot. You really are. And then last but not least is this one. So which rose is this? So I have said to a few people, because quite a few of you have realised that I am on a diet, and I have said stop buying me chocolates. So stop buying me chocolates. So Margaret Banks, I think it was Margaret Banks, and Emma Harlem Horses bought me a beautiful basket of fresh fruit, which was lovely, really yummy, and I scoffed those, which was nice. And Kathy Eaton bought me a beautiful rose, and this one's off Sue Merry, and this one's a David Austin rose. Can't remember the one that Kathy bought, but they're lovely. But I've actually opened up a new part of the garden and filling it with loads of flowers, so I think I'm going to just fill it with rose trees and hydrangeas, pop them over there. So I hope you've enjoyed looking at them, and I just want to say a big thank you. Right, got one more live.
Would you like the Flavour Shot video?
Yeah, why not do that while I move all this out of the way?
A little bit, won't it?
Yeah. Don't worry, I'm back. So let's just move these out of the way. Ooh, right, okay. Move all those away. I'll just pass those to John a minute, please. Thank you very much. Right, okay. We're going to decorate some cupcakes tonight. So let's see. So you have got your flavour shot. Let's just see what we've got
She
here.
was asking how the flavour shots work. Well, that's what we'll be demonstrating over the next hour or so. So if you keep watching, you will soon find out.
So in the flavour shot bundle, okay, we have salted caramel, spelt correctly. Go on, Simon, do you want to grab it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we've got salted caramel. We've got white chocolate and raspberry. We've got lemon drizzle, velvet vanilla, orange zest, raspberry ripple, strawberry milkshake, coffee and mint. Now these three you will see are in the same bags. That's because these are generic flavours. We're not sure whether they're ever in their own bag. Having said that, I have a sneaky suspicion the coffee and the mint are. They're doing very well. I'll tell you why in a minute. So what we're going to do is we're going to make the raspberry ripple. Let's do this one. So just pretend now. So this is our icing sugar. You've got it in a box. I didn't think you'd want me to see me sieve it. So you've got it you've got it in a box, any brand that you want. Make sure that you sieve it at least twice. Only if you want really fine icing sugar, because lots of you will get lumps and stuff in it. But just sieve it twice or 3 times if you want to. And I put 500 grams here. I didn't put 450, but it's up to you. All right. And then I've got the flavour shots. Just need a pair of scissors. Went down up there before. So you've got the flavour shots. If you want to use it straight away for your buttercream, more than welcome to. Okay, and if you want to use it straight away for all things, you can. But I find that if you just put it into an airtight container, stir it in, put it into an airtight container, just for a few days, a week or so, and then let it infuse. All right, and all you're going to do is just mix it in. And we're going to use this straight away, so you don't really have to mix it in. All right, but if you're going to put it into an airtight container, mix it in, and it smells gorgeous. Really does smell gorgeous. There you go, mix it in, and then you can use it straight away to make your buttercream, which is what we're going to do now. So I've had the mixer on, and I've got in here 250 grams of butter.
A couple of people mentioning that we not got black cherry.
No. So in the flavour shots, not in the flavour shots, and it's been discontinued on the whipping it up. Told you it's gorgeous. So we do sell the black cherry in the big bag, in the normal sugar and crumbs bags, but whipping it up, and the whipping up, it just didn't make it. I was really sad to see that it didn't make it. It's a shame. It's such an amazing flavour, but we can only sell it if you guys buy it. So and John's binned it. He's here in the kitchen,
Yeah.
and he won't be happy
My
until
fault again.
he won't be happy until there's about 20,000 of you buying it on a regular basis. So what I've done is, if you want to use it straight away, you whip your butter, okay, till it's lovely, white, soft and fluffy. Then you pop in your icing sugar.
There's a question here, can it be used to flavour cocoa powder?
Yes, you can use it to flavour cocoa powder. I'll tell you about that in a minute. So just chop it in.
Yeah, that was 500 grams of plain icing sugar and 1 flavour shot.
Yeah, that's right. And you do the same for your cocoa powder.
So what's the difference between flavoured shots and flavoured icing sugar? The flavoured icing sugar is 500 grams and that's already mixed. The flavour shot is a concentrated version and you add that to plain icing sugar effectively to make flavoured icing sugar.
Okay, the benefits are if you have small spaces or if we want to get this shipped abroad for you. Okay, the biggest benefit, the biggest reason we've made this is for shipping abroad, because shipping abroad 500 gram bags is very, very expensive. Well, these bags are 50 grams each, times by 9 is 450 grams, is that right, John? 50 gram bag.
I'm on the comments.
Can't believe it. So, 50 gram bags times by 9, 450 grams.
Yes.
You look at my shot there, so I couldn't add that up. Plus packaging, so it's less than a kilo, isn't it, going through the post, as opposed to if you did 9 bags of icing sugar at 500 grams would be 4.5 kilos, would it? There you go.
5 kilos of all packaging.
5 kilos for the packaging. So once we've got that in the bowl, okay, we're then going to pop it in the mixer. Nice and slow. Turn it on off because you can never tell with these KitchenAids, they're not consistent on their some of them go nice and slow and some of them don't.
Yeah, Lisa's asking, can she order and collect on Saturday? Yes, that's absolutely fine.
Yeah, pop them on click and collect. So I'm going to sit down and just tell you a few other things that you can do with them.
Pamela's saying thank you very much for the payment plan offer.
Yeah. Thank you very much for taking it. So we go. So now it's getting near the colder nights, okay? So I've put this in.
Yes, 7 o'clock is going to be the new time for our lives going forward. It's something we've talked about for quite some time. And
Talked about it for years and I've always said no. John has always wanted it. Simon's now on the case. But to be fair, as soon as I said it to the girls, they all went, yeah, great, preferred it. And to be fair, you know, all the girls and tutors got a long way to travel. I know sometimes you're a bit early, but we have to think about people who are travelling to the kitchen and people who are travelling home afterwards and the clean down and everything. Right, so you've got your buttercream.
yeah, Donna will have a check. I'll send Laura a message now to
Donna Ryan.
Yeah, to check up on her emails, and I'll get her to get back to you tomorrow.
Yeah. I did see it, Donna. I did see the email over the weekend, but Laura was only in for 3 hours this morning, so I'll get John to email her now to remind her to look at it. So this is your buttercream. Now this is quite stiff. Okay, now lots of ladies like it nice and stiff like this. I do like it a bit looser. In the summer, I don't add any water to it or anything, but in the winter, I might add a drop of condensed milk or a bit of warm water. You know, start with a teaspoon at a time, depending on how cold it is, or you can add cream if you want to soften it up. Just any sort of liquid that you want to soften it up with. So you've immediately got your buttercream now, okay? So let me just tell you what else you can use the Flavour Shots for before I move on. Let me grab a chair.
Yeah, Lindsay, if you're hoping to collect at the Saturday demo, yes, please get your order in before 1 p.m.
1 p.m. on Friday,
Yeah.
and you must write collect at the demo on the 2nd of October. Otherwise, because we'll pull them all to one side, you see, for when you come in. So the Flavour Shot. So once you've made it, okay, so you've got your Flavour Shot in your container, all right, and then you've put an airtight lid on it, and you've got it there every couple of days. Just go past, give it a little shake, and then you can then start using it for all your recipes. Now the recipes are on the back of the packet. So we have a recipe website called sugarandcrumbsmixingitup.com. You can also put mixingitup.co.uk. There's other ways of looking at it, so I'll just show you.
Gillian says she loves the spatula. Do we sell them?
We do. So while we're here, so if we're on our phone, okay, let's have a look. So if we're on our phone, so you go to the website, which is sugarandcrumbs.co.uk. You're going to go back to the home page. You just press the sugar and crumbs all the time. At the top here is 3 little lines, and that's called the hamburger. Okay, because on a mobile everything's condensed, isn't it? So you can whiz it up like this. Yeah, and if you whiz it up like that, you've got what's new, you've got FB Live wish list, trade, gift ideas, classes, bundles, nifty nozzles, flavoured icing sugars, the clearance cupboard. But if you press the little hamburger there, you've then got a list of all the other things. So tonight, if you're going to ask about things, drop it there, FB Live wish list, and you'll see that there's a little arrow. Don't know how far Simon can zoom into that, but there's a little arrow there. Just press the little arrow, and then we're in September, okay? And it lists up all the lives that we've done in September. And tonight it's Carol, all about Flavour Shots. So you just go into there, and then that brings you to everything that's either new last week or what we're going to use tonight, okay? So I have got, when you see the colour mill, I'll be updating the stock after this live. I just didn't get a chance. I only got an email to say it arrived at 4 o'clock this afternoon. So I will update that afterwards, okay? So don't worry about some of those, because we're going to use colour mill in the whipping it up. Okay, and if you want to get back to the website, to the home page, there's a really easy way where you can go back to the hamburger and go back to the drop down menu. Choose your drop down menus, go to your brands. And if you go under brands, I've put Sugar and Crumbs here right at the top. Reason being, it's Sugar and Crumbs website. So then all the other brands are in alphabetical order. But if you look at Sugar and Crumbs, there's another arrow there. And if you drop that one down, you're now into the second menu. It tells you Carol's Classes, S&C Accessories, S&C Bling, Boxes, Brushes, Chocolate Molds, Pop Sticks. Go all the way down. They're all there. Look, everything. Can't make it any easier. And then as you go past it all, it starts with all the other brands, okay? And if you want to get back, all you have to do is drop that back, and then you go back in the shop and you press the Sugar and Crumbs logo, takes you back. Don't ever be worried. If you go here, if there's a word there that says recipes, that takes you straight to our recipe website. In here, all the recipes here are related to Sugar and Crumbs flavoured icing sugars. So you ladies who use the big bags of flavoured icing sugar, okay, you use these recipes. You ladies who are now going to put your shot into your icing sugar, once you've done that, you can make any recipe on this website, okay? And you can use it for other things as well. There's loads there. We've done loads of Facebook Lives. There's loads and loads and loads of things there that you can make it with. If you want to use, so where it says no problem, it's about cookies. Let me get rid of that. Click that, no problem. That should go away. Hopefully it does. So if you click the menu here, okay, it's got a shop. So press shop, and look at that. It takes you straight back to Sugar and Crumbs. How easy is that? Menu, recipes. Click the menu here. Look, there's a little hamburger menu. And then you've got shop, you've got nifty nozzles, you've got Facebook Lives about Sugar and Crumbs, all the recipes.
Someone said here that you should call it the 3-tier cake, not the hamburger.
The 3-tier cake. If I could get it shaped looking like a 3-tiered cake, I would, but it's 3 layers maybe. Yeah. So then if you tick
it's a 3-layer cake.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. Good idea. I'll call it that then in the future. But anyway, if you tick the categories, okay, so if you go to the 3-tier cake, go down to all recipes, drop the little arrow, and then it's got all the recipes, brownies, buttercream, cakes, it's got them all there. Click that back, okay, and if you go to the home page, let's just see where that category was there then before. Missed it now, 1 second. You've got all your categories. So you just scroll on through, and if you get to the bottom here, we've got whipping it up. So anybody who wants to do recipes relating to whipping it up, it's there. Click into whipping it up. And there's 28 recipes in there. We're still adding them all the time. Yeah? So does that make any sense to you all? Do you all know how to do that? And then let's tell you what happens once you go into the recipe. So here we go. We've got nut-free whipping it up macarons. So go into the recipe. Once you go into the recipe, you can choose whether you want to share it to Facebook, Twitter, whether you want to email it, look on Pinterest, whether you want to save it. You can print off. I think it says print at the bottom here. Let's get to the bottom. Yeah, it says print friendly. So if you press print, and then allow, because you want it to go to your printer. Here, you press your printer. If you want to save this recipe as a PDF, you tick that one. If you want to send it as an email to your friend, you just tick that one. It's great, it's all there, so easy for you. And there's the whole recipe for you. Can't make it any easier. And I'm going to keep showing you this all the time to remind you, because so many ladies in the group will say, where's the recipe, how to find it. If you want to come out that recipe, there's an X there, just come out and you're back on the page, go back to the free tier cake and go back to where you want to go, or we want to go back to the website, just shop, and there we go, we're back here. How easy is that? Yeah? So what else can you use these for? So the Flavour Shots, once you've added it to your icing sugar, straight away you can make your buttercream. Straight away, if you want to, you can start then taking it out and making your macarons. You can start making your fudge. Laura's going to be in the weekend, well, providing she can get petrol. She's going to be in on Thursday and she's going to make fudge with you, and I'm going to get her to use the Flavour Shots to show you how to use that. Now we have added that you can add it to chocolate. So if you've got 500 grams of chocolate, any brand of chocolate, doesn't matter which one, so 500 grams, you can reduce that to 250 grams, but we're used to using at least 500 grams. So 500 grams of chocolate, doesn't matter whether it's white, milk or dark, doesn't matter which brand it is. Add 10 grams of this. That means you've got 5 shots in this bag for your chocolate. So add 10 grams of this. Once you've mixed it into your chocolate, so all you do is melt your chocolate. Karen is doing a live on Wednesday using these, okay, 7 o'clock, she'll be in the kitchen. She'll be with Simon, and what she'll do is show you how to add it to your chocolate. But basically you're going to melt your chocolate in 30-second plus, get it all nice and liquid. You're going to have your shot pre-measured, 10 grams. You're going to drop it into your chocolate, stir it all in till it's incorporated, and you won't be able to resist sticking your finger in. You shouldn't tell anybody I've told you that. Tasting it, and it will taste delicious. Okay, and like I said, you can make anything with them. Somebody just asked, can you add them to cocoa powder? Well, with the cocoa powder, 250 grams I think it is, you add the whole bag to the cocoa powder to flavour it. Cocoa powder is quite strong, so 250 grams of cocoa powder, but I will check those measurements. I'll get John to send me an email now to check, but I can't remember if it's based on 250 grams or 500 grams, but I'll check. Yeah, John's looking at me and shaking his head, but I haven't got the recipe sheet here, but I will find out. So don't do anything with cocoa powder until I confirm it, all right? And once I've confirmed it, I will actually put it on the recipe website. Right, so that's the Flavour Shots.
Yeah, just in summary, the packet, the Flavour Shots are 50 grams.
Yeah.
And what we're doing here tonight is we have added the Flavour Shot to 500 grams of plain icing sugar.
Yeah. So it's a concentrated version. For the benefits of the people in the UK who maybe got smaller accommodation, smaller kitchen, they can't store bags and bags of icing sugar everywhere, and the other benefits for people going abroad is the shipping costs as well. And again, you know, lots of people live in apartments around the world, so again they can just stack it up, and then the shots up nice and compact. Simon?
So on the Flavour Shots, do we have anybody from overseas watching today? Do we have anybody from the US? Anybody from
Donna
Australia?
Ryan from the US.
Yeah, we do.
And I don't know whether Dina's will be here. Wayne sometimes is here as well.
I've not seen them.
Yeah.
Donna's the only person I've seen so far.
So that's one bundle, okay, and that bundle in depth is about 3 inches high when you put it up like that. Or 3 inches wide. If you want to hold it that way, doesn't really matter, does it? There's 9 flavours, white chocolate and raspberry in the bundle. Mint, that is so delicious in dark chocolate. Strawberry milkshake, velvet vanilla, orange zest, coffee, lemon drizzle, salty caramel. Now, there's one other thing. Some of you ladies love our flavoured icing sugar at full strength. I like it at full strength, but some of you prefer to dilute it. So what you'll do is you'll use a 500 gram bag of flavoured icing sugar, and you'll add a 500 gram bag of plain icing sugar. Let John know who does that. And the people who do that, then you can do exactly the same with this. So all you do then is you put this in 1 kilo of icing sugar. So if your favourite icing sugar is salty caramel, but you prefer to dilute it, and have a much more milder flavour, then you can put this into 1 kilo of plain icing sugar. But I just want to reiterate, the flavours that are in these bags are exactly the amount of flavour, and that's in our flavoured bags. So only if you're used to diluting, dilute these, otherwise don't, because you might then think, oh, it's not as strong as normal. Yeah, and that, so I hope I've made that clear. All right. So we've got
When are our glitters being sent out?
So our glitters arrived, I think, Wednesday, and I forgot to order the labels, and they were delivered today. Because I forgot to order the labels, he's only delivered me a certain amount of labels, so we have dispatched 100 sets today, and we've got another 150 sets to go out on Wednesday. He can't get me any more labels until, I think he's getting labels tomorrow morning, and he'll get them over to me Wednesday, so we'll be dispatching another set out then. So they are going out, so they're going out with orders then. So they look great, they're really very pretty, very excited to use them. And if you buy the set of 3, you get free delivery in the UK of them, and if you buy a set of 9 of these, you get free delivery in the UK, a set of 9 of these. If you buy the Whipping It Up shots, you get free delivery. All you've got to do is select, click and collect. So just select, click and collect, so it's only on the bundle. You can't change the bundle, you can't add to the notes and say, can you put me 2 strawberry in but take out the lemon? We can't do that, they're set up as bundles. But so that makes life a lot easier, doesn't it? So you can buy them as a bundle. You can also buy icing sugars for UK customers only as well. So if you put £15 worth of icing sugar in your shopping basket, your shopping basket automatically qualifies for free shipping. Now do remember that is standard shipping. So anybody who's on priority shipping and next day shipping will jump ahead of you. All right. So I'm going to come back to the Whipping It Up shots later, but I do want to get on with the flavour shots. So let me move those out the way, and then John can ask questions. This is too thick for my liking, okay? I prefer it a little bit more runny, so I'm just going to go and get a drop of hot water.
What flavour is the unicorn flavoured icing sugar?
The unicorn flavoured icing sugar is Turkish Delight and white chocolate, if I remember. So I'm just going to add a little drop of warm water in here.
Just repeat that again, because you were sort of down there.
Sorry, just going to add a little drop of warm water in here. The unicorn flavour, if I remember correctly, it is Turkish Delight, and it is white chocolate, I'm sure it is. It does tell you on the product information, and it should tell you on the bag. So if you look above, if you look below Turkish Delight on the bag, so it'll say Turkish Delight on the top of the label, and it should tell you what's in it on the bottom of the label. So just going to put the mixture on again, because you don't need to see that really fine. Just because I want to add a touch of water, and then we're going to pop some in our bowl, and I'm going to colour these while we do the whipping it up.
Is that the large or extra large board you're using?
Sorry?
Is that the large or extra large pink board?
This is the extra large, and the large is next to it. So we're greedy here in the kitchen. We have one of each. So we have an extra large in grey, large in pink, so that we can extend the space, and then we have it in grey and in pink. So because we like to swap them about. So we've got plenty of stock in. So you ladies who are waiting for your husbands to start buying your vouchers for Christmas, because they went very fast at Christmas. But I've got stock in now, so if you want to start getting them in, or if you want to do them on the payment plan. So we do offer a payment plan for classes and pink boards only, nothing else, okay? So you can't add any sugars to it or anything else, just classes and pink boards. So if you send an email in to info.sugarandcrumbs@icloud.com and say, I want a large pink board, extra large pink board, I want this class, that class, and whatever class, we will put it all together and set up a payment plan for you. Okay, now the payment plan is interest free. We do prefer you to pay it in 3 instalments. At a push, we'll take 4 instalments. Sorry to be rude, but we really don't like 5 instalments.
Have we discontinued Turkish Delight?
We have, I'm afraid. So Turkish Delight has been on our system twice now. So we bought it the first time because I am a Turkish Delight fan, and so we bought it the first time, and then and John said, we are not having that again, Carol. So we were at the shows, and all the people came along and said, no, we want Turkish Delight, and I convinced John to buy it again. And what you lovely ladies don't realise is the volume of it that we have to buy, the cost of it, and then we don't sell it. and basically we end up binning it because it just doesn't sell. There's not enough people who want it. So like I said to you before, unless it actually meets the volume, we just can't have it. And I know what happens. What happens is your personal opinion is you like these flavours, but then when it comes to selling a cake or giving a cake, you know, people come and they go, oh yeah, I'll have that flavour. Then they ring you back and say, oh, do you know what, I've had to think about it. I don't think Uncle Billy or Auntie Dorothy will want it, or Auntie Mary. Let me just undo this mixer here. I don't think they'll like it. You know what, I'll stick with velvet vanilla. And velvet vanilla and lemon drizzle are our top one. We can't make that fast enough. So, do you want to drop that on the floor for me, John, out of the way?
Do we do payments for US customers?
It depends who you are, if we know you. So if we know you, yes we will.
Yes, it's Donna Ryan.
Oh, Donna Ryan, yeah, absolutely. Donna, you've been with us a long time, girl. You don't need to ask us. But if we don't know you, I'm really sorry. We just have to build up relationships with people. So, anyhow, so that there is my buttercream for the Flavour Shot. So now let's do a whipping it up shot. Okay, so let me move my spatulas out of the way. I'll put these in. So I'm using these lovely Halloween spatulas. They come in packs of 4. They're really very pretty. So I'm using those. I've got 4, but one's gone AWOL somewhere. So I'll colour those up in a minute, but I want to talk to you about whipping it up now. So whipping it up is a multi-mix. So we like making multi-mixes. So our flavoured icing sugars you can use for all recipes. And when we developed whipping it up, again, it came in big bags of 500. But when we developed it again to be a multi-mix. We're the only company who brought out a multi-mix. You know, there's macaron mixes out there, there's Swiss meringue buttercream mixes out there, there's meringue mixes, and all of them have been marketed as those products. But we wanted to bring out a multi-mix, and that's exactly what this is. So this will make your Swiss meringue buttercream, it will make your mousse, it will make meringues, pavlovas, shortbread. I just showed you on the recipe website where to find things, so you can find them there. We are currently at the moment making a recipe book. I don't think it'll be ready for Christmas, but we are working on it. So again, it's got the recipe website on the back there, okay?
Does the payment plan extend to the grey boards?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not discriminating on colour.
Yeah, of course it does. And you can add an apron if you want. No, of course, pink boards or grey boards. You know, look, I'm quite easy. So if you're looking for pink boards, rolling pins, grey boards, aprons and classes, and you're looking to put a big order together and you're very comfortable in paying it over 3 payments, then I'll do it. But I don't want to take the payments unless you can comfortably afford it. So don't get giddy.
Green boards, Carol?
Well, we do have green boards in the warehouse, but nobody buys them. Simon's got a lovely green board that I gifted him because we had a green board here, and then when the pink and grey come in, we went, bye to Simon. So off it went. So there's nothing wrong with the green boards, but we like pink and grey. So, okay, so now we've got the whipping it up shots. So let's just tell you about these. So these are exactly the same as our big bags of whipping it up, but they are concentrated versions. They only come in 6 flavours at the moment. So again, dead easy for packaging. And what I do want to tell you is we've got a bundle of the Flavour Shots and the whipping it up shots that we are doing shipping worldwide. It's on the website, it's in the FB Live wish list, it's on what's new, so it's there so you can buy all of them and get shipping included. All you've got to do is go to the website, pop in your name and address, but when you pick country, put it into the address, but when you pick it on the drop down menu, pick UK, and then we'll sort the rest out for you. Alright, so we have...
Apparently Claire Corbett's got a banging idea for us.
Oh, actually, brilliant. Good. I meant to phone you today, Claire. I completely forgot all about it.
Look forward to hearing it.
Yeah, we'll see you on Wednesday. I did mean to call you today, and I just completely forgot all about it. Right, so in the whipping it up, so we tend to put the top flavours when we're starting a new product, simply because we know that those flavours sell. So good old strawberry milkshake, the kids just love strawberry milkshake, and that's exactly what it tastes like. Raspberry ripple. Now I do realise that sometimes in some countries abroad they don't know what it is, but here in the UK we see it as like a Cornish ice cream with raspberry syrup dribbling all through it. It's absolutely amazing. Looks delicious, tastes delicious. This one, white chocolate and raspberry, this is coming up to being well, it is one of the top sellers, but it's actually, I think it's about as good as salted caramel at the moment, isn't it, John? White chocolate and raspberry. Doing really well, isn't it? You're thinking about it. And then we've got lemon.
Doing very well.
Yeah. Then we've got lemon drizzle. Everybody loves lemon drizzle. Then we've got velvet vanilla, which will always be top of the game, always. And then we've got our very new flavour here called salted caramel, because not one of us, including Simon, who spots everything.
It would have been too late if I'd seen it.
That doesn't matter. This went through everybody.
I wasn't looking.
This went through the graphic designer, past John, all the girls in the office. This has gone past everybody and nobody picked up that it's salted caramel. Anyhow, the graphic designer is absolutely mortified when I told her. So she has done me a new bag. So once these are sold out, we have got the correct bag. So I'll just wipe the board. So we've got the correct one.
Could you just tell us about the raspberry ripple again, Carol? Because
Did I
it's
not?
not just raspberry flavour, is it? Is that what you're telling us? It's not not just raspberry
Yeah, it's got a
flavour.
bit of vanilla in it.
Raspberry ice cream flavour.
Eh? Well, it's
Right.
like raspberry ice cream flavour, yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, yeah. So you won't get a pink ripple running through this. When we first started selling this, lots of ladies thought that there would be a pink ripple running through it, but there isn't. But it's like raspberry ripple ice cream, simply. So, but it tastes delicious. And you know what? Shout up now if you love it, because it's got to be there. You must love it because it's one of our top selling ones.
You have to put your own stripes through it if you want stripes.
We do. Yes, you do. Put your own colouring in. In fact, you know what? We'll do that with this.
Maybe that's what Simon will show us on Saturday.
Yeah. In fact, you know what? Let's do that. Sit here. We'll do it on here. So the whipping it up, okay?
That's my idea.
Different-
That'd be gone, isn't it?
Yeah. So the whipping it up, different game altogether. So you've got 500 grams of icing sugar. Now it says on the back there, place 500 grams of. This one gives you the recipe on the back of here. Sorry, for the Swiss meringue buttercream. All right. So, but I'm just going to show you how to put it into the icing sugar here. So I'm going to put the whole lot. So again, exactly the same. You can put this in anything between 430 and 500 grams of icing sugar. I put it on the recipe website exact, just so I don't have to sit and explain to everybody why they would add more in it. But you know what? Doesn't matter. The flavours are really concentrated, so you can have
Suzanne said
500
raspberry
grams.
ripples are go-to flavour for kids' cakes.
Oh yeah, the kids love them. This one and strawberry milkshake, they love, don't they? The guys all seem to like the lemon drizzle. Okay, now this product has an allergen, all right, which is egg, so not suitable for vegans. Sorry, suitable for vegetarians, but not vegans. Right, all right then. So we're just going to stir it in, and we've now got 500 grams of whipping it up. So get it all stirred in. You'll see that this mix is a slightly different colour. All right. Now I have given you the recipe on the back of the packet for the full 500 gram recipe, but I don't want 500 grams of this tonight. I only want to use half of it. So like anything, if you want to use half, you just half the recipe. So I'm just going to stir this in, and I'm going to keep stirring it in because I only want to use half of it. I love Claire Corbett's banging ideas. I wonder what it can be. She's always thinking about something, isn't she?
What about a honey flavour?
A honey flavour. Well, I've got to be honest, I've never really thought about a honey flavour. So because I only want to use half of this, I'm just making sure it's well and truly incorporated. Use something smaller. Okay, now for a full mix of this, you use 500 grams of butter. So ladies, do watch when you're using the Swiss meringue buttercream. Some ladies have put the whole packet in, just like they have done with the flavoured icing sugars, only put 250 grams of butter in and wondered why it doesn't firm up. Some ladies have used spread. All right, if you want to make the Swiss meringue buttercream, you can only use butter. Doesn't matter whether it doesn't matter whether it's salted or unsalted, but you cannot use the spread butter. All right, now
Lindsay's asking about the tempered white chocolate. It has been ordered and it has been dispatched So it will be with us, I'm hoping, Wednesday this week. And to be fair, this particular supplier sometimes delivers next day, so it may actually turn up tomorrow, but
we don't want to commit.
Don't know.
We don't want to commit to anything at the moment because all the Brits have been out buying all the petrol, haven't they?
I need some, by the way.
Petrol.
No, some tempered white chocolate, please.
Yes. You have to tell me. Well, the good thing is, Simon, you'll be in the warehouse. You'll be able to put your hands on it. Right, okay. So I'm just going to get the scales because I only want half of this. All right, so put this on here. So I only want half a mix. So again, you do exactly the same with this. You make it, you put it in your airtight container, leave it. Every time you go past, just give it a little jiggle, let it infuse. But if you want to use it for the buttercream, you can use it straight away. You can use it straight away for everything, but I prefer to let it have some time infusing. So I only want to use half, so I'm going to use 250 grams. But remember, I've got 500 grams of icing sugar here, so I'm going to use 250 plus 25.
Annette Blossom said she went to the theatre on Tuesday night.
Yeah.
And the tickets were for September 2022.
Oh, we made a mistake. Oh, Annette made a mistake.
She was a year early.
Crikey. Terry did that. Her boyfriend booked tickets somewhere, and they were a week early when they got there. So anyhow, they went to see if they get in. The only reason they knew was they were sat in the seats, and somebody came in and said, "Hey, you sat in our seats." She went, "We are not." Showed them the tickets. It was for the following week, so they had to go to the ticket office. Anyhow, the ticket office said, "We can stay, but you'll have to have them seats or them seats." And they decided to stay once they were there. So we've whipped up our butter. Okay, now with the Swiss round buttercream, you treat this a lot differently. So you're going to whip your butter till it's lovely and soft. Okay, and remember, we are only using half a packet. So I've got 250 grams of butter in here. So this is only going to be a smaller mix.
Yes, Kit said she missed something. Have we been whipping it up in icing sugar?
Yes, I have.
Yes.
Put the whipping it up in icing sugar, and then I've divided it, Kit, because I'm only doing a half mix. I think you've made this mistake yourself. Okay, you'd put a full mix. I'm sure it might have been you. Put a full mix into 250 grams butter. If it wasn't you, I do apologise, but there was a lady last week who did that. So we're going to pop this in. Okay. I'm going to chop it in. Do exactly the same. Now for a full bag of whipping it up, you would use 270 mils of tepid, warm or hot water. Not boiling, but warm. It's entirely up to you. Just don't use cold. So we're going to chop it all in. And then I'm going to get the camera on and I want you to watch what we're going to do next. So I'm just going to go and weigh the water out. Now for a full bag it's 270, but because we're only using half a bag, we want 135. Yeah, that's correct. Okay, let's turn it on. Before I put it on, I need some water. Zero my scales. Put those on. Zero again.
Janine's asking about a Christmas cake recipe, and does she put all the fruit in the fridge or does she leave it on the side?
Leave it on the side. Don't put any of it in the fridge, Janine, just leave it on the side. And Janine, can you just pop an email to remind me about your crystals? I was thinking about them today.
And it wasn't Kit that made the mistake last week.
Alright Kit, I'll let you off then. It was you with the spread butter, wasn't it?
He said it is usually her, but not this time.
Hers was the spread butter. So 135 mils. It's always too much, isn't it? Guess so.
Looks like we've got a few more turning up now for 8 o'clock start.
I'm going to have to go back and rewatch it. There we go. Put that over there. Over there. Those who are turning up for 8 o'clock, we gave you the new times. Right, okay, so let me just turn this on gently.
There's Geraldine Allen is watching.
Hey Geraldine, did you forget? Right, so we're going to turn the mixer on slow, so don't forget we've got half a recipe of the whipping it up. So we've got 250 grams of the icing sugar. We've got, we've made the 500 gram mix from the whipping it up, and now we've put 250 grams in here. And now I'm going to add the water, 135 mils. And we're just going to start trickling it in. I'm going to turn it up.
So Mandy said, could she add the whipping it up shot to Black Forest icing to make Black Forest Swiss meringue buttercream? Not really, because we haven't got a plain whipping it up.
No, we don't have a plain whipping it up. I've got to laugh at because a lot of you ask for a plain whipping it up, and we can make it. It's really quite easy for us to make, but we don't get it. Just use vanilla. We don't get it. Some of you have asked us for it plain. Now I know Tracy Mann is pushing you for asking for plain stuff, but I don't get it. Why would you want plain icing sugar? It tastes awful. So just trickle this in. She's brainwashing you. She's asked me, and I said, I just don't get it. And then I've asked everybody at work, and I've asked a few other people, and to be fair, a lot of people said no. But all of you on the Tracy Mann course are going, no, we want it plain.
Well, Debbie Hargreaves said Mandy, vanilla would probably work, so yeah. It probably would.
Yeah. So just keep trickling it in a little bit at a time. If you throw too much in, it will start slopping around the bowl, okay? So just take it nice and easy. Turn up your mixture as you're going along. Okay. So what I'll do is now, oh I can't see my finger coming first now. Pardon? I was getting them to show where I was putting the water in. I didn't realise I couldn't see it. Where do I need to be for them to see it?
That's fine.
Yeah, I know, but I want them to see in the bowl as well what happens.
They can't see that then.
Oh, well, where do you want me to go and do it? Normally you have it on the show where they can see if I fill all the water and what goes wrong.
Yeah, you'd have to put your hand round.
Normally you have it set up. Right, okay, I'll twist my hand around here then. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to chuck in a whole load of water now, just to show you what happens when you pour too much water in. So we'll chuck all that in. And now look at it, it's all slip-slopping around, isn't it? And it's just basically sliding around the bowl there, okay? And it's not taking it from the side. So if I stop it now, you'll see it's not taking it from the side. It'll just be sliding down, and we want to take it from the side, so don't throw it all in, all right? So what I'm going to have to do now is, to get it going, I'm going to have to really turn it up. And I may have to get this spatula in. So it's very important that you do it nice and slow. Just take your time. One lady said, I did it, Carol, I spent 30 minutes doing it. You don't need to spend 30 minutes doing it. Just a few minutes. So just turning up that speed is taking it in. Okay? And we'll just turn it back down again while we add some more. You don't want to be pouring it in while it's on full speed, or you'll just get splattered yourself. Come on, dear. Just keep trickling it in. Oh my god, it just smells gorgeous, this stuff. Turn it up if you want to. Take your time, and you keep just trickling it in. And now that Mandy Harvey's doing it with proper butter instead of spread, she loves it. Don't you, girl? There you go, turn it on. Super. Super. So we're going to come back to that in a bit. So let me just lift it up so you can see what it looks like, actually. I'm going to say come back to it in a bit, but we need to show you what it looks like. Now this is a really lovely creamy buttercream, and I have to say it's probably my favourite. And not just the flavour, because I like all the flavours, but the consistency of this, the texture in your mouth. It's just so lovely and creamy. So let me show you, look at that. Look at that shine. Yeah, it's lovely, light and fluffy. This is no good for the Russian piping tips. So we're going to use this with the 1M. All right. There we go. So I'll put that over there. Then we're going to colour up this and we're going to pipe up some cupcakes. What time are we on? 8 o'clock.
Bang on 8 o'clock.
Oh, that's not too bad, is it? So let's colour up some cupcakes. So I'm just going to take some of this buttercream out because we don't need it all. Going to do some green in there for some leaves. Just for speed, I'm just going to do a small amount. So we'll put that raspberry colour in there. And we'll do a lemon in here. So I'm just taking some out because I'm just only going to decorate 3 or 4 cupcakes for you. What are you doing? Yeah, oh yeah, that'd be great. Right, okay. So, how's John doing with comments? Is he missing them all? How are we doing, John?
No, he's commenting tonight.
I did not think they all behave themselves because John's here. Oh, I tell you, you lot. Well, you'll be hearing a lot more from him now. So we've got 3 Facebook Lives a week now, all 7 PM. So that's 7 PM on Mondays, Wednesdays and Thursdays, 7 PM we're going live, all right? And the reason we've chose to do that is we've got to think about tutors, getting them home. It's a bit late sometimes. We don't want to run over, eh?
Winter's coming.
Winter's coming, icy roads, things like that. So that's what we're thinking about. And we should have done it years ago, if I'm honest, but it was me who said no. I kept it, but I've got to be honest, as soon as I agreed it this week, everybody was really happy. So, there we go. So couplers, ladies, the couplers are back in stock. So you know I used the twist couplers, grab them. I bought all the stock from Wilton. John doesn't know how many I bought, so buy them so that he doesn't need to know how many we bought. But I bought enough for all of you to have 5 each, so get them in your basket.
If you can't pipe with the Swiss Meringue buttercream, what can you do with it?
No, you can pipe with it. Of course you can pipe with it.
Not the certain models.
No, of course you can pipe with it. It's just that it doesn't work very well for the Russian piping tips. So for the Russian piping tips, you need it to be a bit firmer. I can pipe with it, okay? But when I go live with all the lights on in here and everything else, I just get a bit flustered, and sometimes they work and sometimes they don't. That's nothing to do with the piping tip. That's to do with me. So you'll find that anyhow, they look really nice when you're doing with the Russian piping tips, but you don't see all the stamens and stuff. Right, so we've got that green. Oh, it's a bit luminous, that green, isn't it? Let me have a bit of dark green to that. Turn that down. Right, John, you just put that leaf green, stir that in it. Sorry. So let me get my cloth. Let me just go and wash my hands, ladies, and then I'll go and pack this up for you.
Thank you, Lindsay. Lindsay said I've done great on questions. I answered all her questions.
You've answered all hers. Anybody else's? Which Lindsay's that, John?
Lindsay Pearson.
Ah, right.
Thank you for the vote of confidence, Lindsay.
She'll be very happy. Right, we've got some cupcakes here. Just 1 second, let me get some cupcakes out. So I'm using Sweet Success cupcakes.
It's Jenny's birthday tomorrow.
Which Jenny is that?
Jenny Morwood.
Oh, Jenny Morwood, happy birthday.
It's my birthday tomorrow, Carol, if you want the men to sing.
So, but you know what? Last week we said we were going to stop singing, and we were going to stop singing and just wish everybody happy birthday, whose birthday it was. But you know what, Jenny? I think we should get the boys to do it. So while I'm mixing in colour...
Crack on, Simon.
I'm not soloing.
I won't join in, I'll just leave the boys.
And I don't want to destroy our audience.
We've got a rule, haven't we? We only sing happy birthday after 9 o'clock.
Is it after 9, is it? You're not ready yet? Oh, we finished by then, don't we?
If we finish by then, we can't sing it.
Whew. Right, we've got piping bags. So, we'll use some of these for the piping tips. So we're going to use the mini nifty nozzles. I'm not sure whether we've got any stock left now, the mini nozzles, but I have got more on the way. So I'm using one of the mini 13s. So are you all loving your minis? So the mini nifty nozzles, when we sent them to our new engraver, he didn't read the writing very well, and he got his his T muddled up with an R. So instead of called nifty, they're called nifries. But I've been reassured that the next batch is going to be right. So
try and keep it in.
Sorry,
in the frame.
Sorry. After having a conversation with Simon, we've got to keep everybody in. I thought he was on the facing camera and not the overhead one. So what I've done is I've just put one colour in there on the outside, and I'm going to put white in the middle.
Maria said she's glad she doesn't do comments that go too fast.
They do go too fast. Don't be giving John an excuse now. Right.
He doesn't need any sympathy.
No, just yet. So we've done that one. So this is the nozzle that we're using. Simon, do you want to just show that on the overhead? Can you see that?
Yeah, I'm already on
So
it.
if you're on it, aren't you? Great. So I'll just squeeze that up so they can see that. Right.
Yeah, I've answered Margot's question as well.
Thank you, John.
Thank you.
Okay. You're doing well. Round of applause going.
I might be stuck with this job.
Eh? You might be stuck with this job. Let's put some pink in here.
On the classes, when it says a member's price, what does that mean?
Well, I'm going to talk to you about classes. I've seen all the cakes in the background. So if you give me a minute, just let me get my bags filled up. And if the lady who's watching who doesn't like me filling me bags, go and make yourself a cup of tea. I won't be long. Okay, so if anybody doesn't like watching this bit, just go and make yourself a cup of tea. I should be done in 5 minutes.
There she is. Get a move on.
Yeah. McFarland. Got our leaves in there. Yep, so the twist couplers are back in, ladies. All you ladies who've been waiting for them. They're back in stock. Make sure you get them in your shopping basket. I'm not sure if I'll get any more before Christmas, so all of you in my Cupcake Bouquets classes, I would recommend you bought 5 of them. You don't have to. But
Are the larger
they're very
nifty nozzle
addictive.
sets on the way yet?
The larger ones, but they're not on the way.
They're
but
definitely on order.
They're in production. They're definitely in production. Right, so this one here, what I'm going to put on this one.
Yeah, Debbie's answered there. Yes, the situation with the members price, if you, on the Claire Corbett Treat Tar series, if you buy one class at full price, which is £30, you can then get the subsequent 4 classes at half price. So that means you can get all 5 classes in the series for £90. That's a saving of 60.
Yeah. And Claire's been very kind to do that, to be fair. So I've just put in a line of buttercream there. And then I'm just going to put my white in.
Tracy's letting you know she's lost £29.
Yeah, she's doing very well, is Tracy. Tracy Scrivens. Doing amazing. Stop bragging. I've lost 4. Yeah, I'm back on my diet, so I've lost 4 last week.
So I think a couple of people have put an explanation of how the tower classes are working. So thank you very much for that.
Yeah. So let me just.
Apparently, I've not answered Karen Naylor's question. I don't listen to any of you women in the office, so it all falls on deaf ears.
Well, Karen's a customer this week, John, because she's on holiday.
Is she? Oh, right, okay.
So, answer a question.
No.
Right.
It wasn't that big long one about how much to cover all those cakes. I think it just skipped on by.
So I'm just going to pop this on. Right, crumb coat and cake. All right then.
Oh, answered Trish's question as well. I must be about 5-1 now.
5-1.
Yeah.
So always cover your cakes. They're much nicer. It'll keep them nice and fresh. I must admit, many years ago I never did. I used to just put a little blob in the middle and then decorate all the way around. Which, if you're going to cover all the way around with buttercream, you don't have to cover the whole of the cake. But if you feel that you're going to have any missing edges, just to make sure,
right,
just cover all the way around.
This is Karen's question.
Yeah.
She's got 3 cakes to do this week.
Yeah.
How much product, I'm assuming buttercream, will she need? And she needs a consistent colour for all 3. How much product should I mix to cover a 10-inch, an 8-inch and a 6-inch cake, all 4 to 5 inches deep?
So Karen, you're never going to get that in your mixer anyhow. You would never get that amount of buttercream in your mixer, and I have to be honest, I've no idea, love, because I don't know how thick you're going to put it on. So what you're going to have to do is make your colour, achieve it, and then each batch afterwards save a batch to one side, and then you put less colour in and you add till you get to it. But in my honest opinion, I wouldn't know. Everyone covers their cakes differently. Everyone puts different thicknesses on differently. People put different thicknesses between the layers. Some people put a very thin coat between layers. Some put a very thick coat. Some put a thick coat on top. Some put a board underneath their layers of cake to make their cakes look taller. Not a board, a drum, to give your cakes a look of being taller, which I think is a really nice idea. I didn't used to do that, but I've started doing that now. Looks so much nicer. So we're just going to decorate these 4 cakes very quickly with the buttercream. So all I added with this is that it was quite firm, and I added a tablespoon of water just to soften it down. We're going to use some of the mini nozzles because I know you like me using them because you're using them yourself. There's the cupcakes. Keep wiping my fingers. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to, first of all, we are going to do a rose. That's what we're going to do. So we've got the 104. All right, we're going to do a little rose just on the side. So we're just going to build a blob. Now some people, when they do the rose, they go round all the way round. They twirl it round. I can't do that. I just can't do it. So I do it this way. There's no right or wrong way. It's whatever's comfortable for you.
How long do the classes stay online?
Once you bought the class, it's yours forever. Okay.
So if you are planning to buy in January, that should be absolutely fine.
Yeah, absolutely. So, so you'll see that I've just done 3 little half semicircles. So I'm going to show you on the other cakes here as well, so you'll see me do it again. Now if we just go over there, I don't know if you can see, that is a semicircle. And in the middle of that semicircle, we're just going to squeeze and we're going to go over. Squeeze, go over at the same time, turning the cake. So just these little semicircles.
Do you sell those cupcake cases?
Silver foil cases, yeah we do. And they're under the brand Baked with Love. And we do them in bulk packets by Cupcake, and Cupcake own Baked with Love, so they're the same.
So there, Tracy has helped Karen there. She said she would make 3 kilos.
But you can't get 3 kilos in one mixer. Okay, unless you've got an industrial mixer, you won't get 3 kilos in one mixer.
And so, that's why you've got a problem with consistency of colour.
Yeah. So, yeah. So can you see that little rose there?
Man saying the cakes you took to Ravenscroft went down an absolute treat. They all say thank you.
They're going to get another cake soon. I'm going to show you. So they're going to get another one tomorrow.
Is it Swiss meringue buttercream you're using
No,
for the Russian piping
using
tips?
the buttercream. I'm using the buttercream at the moment. So this is one of the Russian piping tips. So sit it onto the cake, squeeze up, relax. 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 Let's get the other one. So all you're going to do is sit it onto the cake, squeeze up, relax.
Could you go through how to stop bun cases from coming off?
Yeah, okay. So what we've done there, let me just deal with this first, alright? So I'm doing a live on this first so I can talk about other things when we get to the end. Just put it on the list and we'll talk about it on the end. So you'll see there that we've got 2 of the mini nifty nozzles and a rose. We're going to pop in a leaf, a leaf, a leaf. There we go, pop in a couple of leaves. And then here we're going to swap this now, which is the idea of these couplers. I'm going to put on a little grass nozzle.
What number tip are you using for the rose?
So for the rose I was using the 104. Now the range of them is 101, which you'll only get in your master sets. 102, 103, 104, 125, 126. So I'm just going to pop some of the and then you've got your cupcake number 1. Do we like this? Okay, so I'll show you how to do that rose again. So ladies, if you're buying nozzles, so all my ladies who are in my buttercream flowers class, I always recommend that they buy the master set and then buy some additional nozzles. So just start collecting them a bit at a time and you'll be fine. So I make my rose like this. I think it's quite pretty, I quite like it. So there we go. So we're going to do a little squeeze, just a little blob. Some people take it round and they swirl it round. I can't show you that way because I can't do it that way. I have to do it like this. So on the nozzle you have a wide end and a thin end.
Sheila said she wants to order those couplers. What size is it?
Okay, these are for all your normal tips, alright? So these are not for your 1Ms, these are just for your normal tips, like your 104s, your little grass tip, everything, all your normal tips. Your normal size tips. So the thick end always goes onto the cake. So we're going to start our semicircle. So we're going to start here and we're going to go over. So can you see that? Then in that semicircle there, we're going to take that and we're going to cross right over. And then we're going to do it again and we're going to go cross over again. Yeah? Doesn't matter if your hands are shaking like mine are, but basically we want that little cross. They'll look different each time. Once you've done that, you're going to start there and then you're going to put it round.
She starts out doing a rose and ends up with a peony.
Yeah. And then you're just going to keep doing semicircles. Do you remember? You'll see that I'm turning my cake. I think a lot of you forget to turn your cake. So do your little semicircles, keep going round. And as you go round, you'll find that you'll end up tipping this 104. Alright, the bigger that your rose goes. Yeah. Now on this one I want to put 2 roses on it. So I want to put another rose here. So I'm going to go over. I'm going to cross over. Making a cup of coffee, John.
No,
and then,
up there.
Oh, is it? Well, we'll just come and get it. Simon can pass it you. Just keep going round, little semicircles.
You haven't grabbed the one you've got.
I know, but it's cold. I forgot about it. And you know what, don't worry about if you knock it, just take it halfway and then start on there. There we go. So do we have a good audience watching tonight, John?
We do, we're up to 235 people.
Brilliant, that's what we want.
So do we have anybody from outside of the UK tonight?
Okay, just do that last
So we can
one
tell
there.
them about the bundle offer if we do.
Yeah. So we put 2 roses on there. We're going to get our mini nifty nozzles. Alright, the mini nifty nozzles will be back in stock soon. I think we kept some on reserve, and I think Yin has released those now, so I think we kept about 15 sets on reserve, but they may have gone, I didn't check before we came live. So I'm going to pop one in there, squeeze onto the cake. So I have a little chant, so it's onto the cake, squeeze up, relax. So it's let go of your fingers. Okay, and go over here. So onto the cake, squeeze up, relax. Onto the cake, squeeze up, relax. Onto the cake, squeeze up, relax. And I've got another one here, they work exactly the same. Onto the cake, squeeze up, relax. You've got to let go of your fingers, you don't pull off. Onto the cake, squeeze up, relax. So onto the cake, squeeze up, relax. Onto the cake, squeeze up, relax. Alright, and I've got the grass nozzle on here. So I'm just going to put a little bit of grass on.
We've got a few people. We've
Perfect.
got Julie and Ardello. They're both in the States.
Oh, hello. So I'm just going to swap this nozzle over. Yep, so we've shipped out nifty nozzles to the States. If anybody wants the mini Russian piping tips, feel free to email in. Lots of ladies reserved them. I don't know if we've still got some, but we have got a new batch coming with the next batch of larger nozzles, and then after that I'll do the next set of larger nozzles. So we're going to pop a little leaf in, and I do plenty of free sessions showing you how to use them. Anybody who's not watched me before, all the other ladies will tell you I don't sell you anything without either myself or somebody else showing you how to use them. Okay, buy with confidence. So that one's pretty, isn't it? What do we think? Yeah, are we liking that? 2 different ones there. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is we're going to go onto the cake with the nozzle. So onto the cake. So I don't know where the sound, which camera sound can go to. Onto the cake, squeeze up, relax. Onto the cake, squeeze up, relax. Onto the cake, squeeze up, relax. So sorry, I do it faster than I can say it now. But it's onto the cake, squeeze up, relax. You've got to keep relaxing those fingers. You just keep doing it all the way around. So with your big nozzles, if Sam just goes to the overhead there, with your big nozzles you'll get 7 flowers on. With the smaller ones, you've got 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 flowers on. So that's how you know you've got the smaller ones. Okay, I'm going to pop a couple of leaves on. So don't go too mad with leaves because it begins to look really silly. Just tiny little leaves. I've showed you how to make leaves before. So anybody who wants to know how to use nifty nozzles, I do have classes. You can join them. I do cupcake bouquet classes where I use them. I've got classes online that are already pre-done. A lady had done my umbrella cake this week. It looked amazing. Who saw that? So there we go. Let's just pop a couple of them in.
Yeah, lots of comments and loving the flowers.
So that's pretty as well, isn't it? So there we go. Let's move that one over there. And then we'll do the last one with the buttercream now. Okay. So we'll use this one. So onto the cake, squeeze up, relax. Onto the cake, squeeze up, relax. onto the cake, squeeze up, relax, onto the cake, squeeze up, relax, onto the cake, squeeze up, relax. Okay, and what we're going to do with this, oh, we're going to put some grass on first. Let's put a bit of grass on. So you're just using your couplers to swap your nozzles. It's great if you want to do berries and buds as well, because you can put your berries on in green. So we're just going to squeeze on some grass. Oops. So see how I caught it there? Don't cry, right? Don't cry, stay calm. Get that bit out of the way. So I just caught that with my finger. Don't start having a nightmare shouting at somebody who walked in the kitchen. Just go straight back on, squeeze up, relax. You're done. You're back on again. Okay? And then what we do is, so we don't make it look too bulbous, we put a bit more grass around it. You can hide lots of things. Okay. Then I'm just going to get this one. Pop that one in there. Oops. Pop that one in there. I haven't got much buttercream left in here, so I'm going to have to use the injection method. So I'm just going to squeeze that now.
Which number is the green grass nozzle?
Just 1 second.
Tracy's saying she's loving it. We're going to finish at 9 o'clock.
So the green grass nozzle is, it's number 233.
We want to order those couplers. What size are they?
So these are for all your standard nozzles. So these are for all the nozzles that come in your master piping set, apart from your large ones like the 1Ms. Okay, and these couplers, I highly recommend them. And ladies who've got them, so ladies, who's got them and loves these? The standard couplers are brilliant, but these are lovely, and I'll tell you why. They're lovely because they're pretty to look at. So there's 4 of our cupcakes there. Okay, they're pretty, aren't they? 4 different designs. So would you like them? Let me get my glasses on so I can see myself, because I've had to do all that with no glasses on. So let me have a little look. Oh, they look alright, don't they? It's amazing what I cake decorate without being able to see. So, not too bad, are they? They look alright. What do you think? John won't tell me what you think, I don't think. I don't normally do you?
No, they look very nice.
Do they? Oh, right, that's very good then, John.
Very good, yes.
Yeah, thanks, Simon. Rely on you. So, before I go on to the Swiss meringue buttercream now, let me get this box here. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to put these in a tray. So I'm just going to pop these in a tray, and what I do is I pop them in a low tray. So you use these to either make your Yorkshire puddings in or your fairy cakes in. These are not the deep muffin ones. And the reason I do that is because once I've got them in the tray, I don't want to have to try and get them out without knocking them, like I've just done there with that one. Because when you put them in the deep ones, they're difficult to get out. Just going to put them over there. Right, let's talk to you about classes for a minute before I go on back to the Swiss meringue buttercream. So, have you seen the display at the back? Yeah. Right, so first of all, our new sparkles. Who saw Thursday's live and watched Wednesday's live and watched Claire Corbett use the sparkles? This is the fine. So we do, it's called Wonder Sparkles. It's different from the luster, okay? So you use it as glitter, or you can use it to buff in like this. And I've got to be honest, Hannah the Cake Illusionist Claire was very impressed with this. So if you want to know how to do this effect, go back to last Wednesday night's live. It's on YouTube and you'll see Claire do this. So this is the chocolate skull, which is in stock, and then this is how she give it this chrome effect. We had Hannah the Cake Illusionist in over the weekend, and on Saturday all the ladies did this beautiful unicorn cake. And the unicorn cake I'm going to donate tomorrow. So, well, Hannah's going to donate it. I'm going to take it down. We're going to take it to Seashell Trust, and we're going to take it to the residence of where Mandy Harvey's niece lives. All right. Both of them are for children with learning difficulties and other things that are going on in their life. The Seashell Trust is for under 21, and Ravenscroft, that's the name, Ravenscroft is for over 21s, and that's to show adults how to live on their own, how to support themselves, look after themselves, with a little bit of help from care. Yeah, so doesn't this look beautiful? So this class here is not an online class. All right, we did record it. All right, we didn't record it like we did here. If you do want to watch it, you'll need to contact Hannah the Cake Illusionist and see what she wants in terms of payment, if she's prepared to allow you to do that. But I just wanted to show you what they achieved on Saturday. So isn't that fabulous? So that's the unicorn class, and we had a great day, an absolutely great day. And then they did the sloth. They did the sloth. And look at that, how fabulous is that? Isn't it brilliant? All cake. So both of them all cake. They've got a structure through them, and which when I drop these off, I'll be able to tell people where the structure is. But it's all cake. How fabulous is that? Isn't it great? Sloths are not really my thing. I don't say I've ever really liked them. I've got to be honest, when I saw the cake afterwards, I thought, actually, I might change my mind. But my granddaughter Holly loves them, so she'll be eyeballing this, but she's not having that much cake. Right, okay. So Claire Corbett is doing a range of tower classes. Now, she started off with the mermaid class, which is in the corner there. That was her very first class, and in there she shows you how to make macarons, how to two-tone them. She shows you how to make the cakesicles, the mermaid tails. She makes wait a minute, meringues, chocolate coral. It's absolutely beautiful. And then so that's that one. Then we've got the baby tower class. Okay. So the baby tower class is this Wednesday. So if you want to join it, it's this Wednesday. And this is fabulous, okay? I love it. I love the colours. We've got the baby tower class. And then we've got 2 other classes coming as well. So I know lots of you are joining the classes. So what happens is, if you buy one class at £30, it doesn't matter which class you buy. It means then you can go back and buy the other classes for £15. So look at this. Now, the only problem I've got is can't get black boards, Claire, anywhere. So black cake drums, but I think she's put sugar paste on this anyhow. Yeah, she has. But look at this witch. Isn't it absolutely fabulous? What I was going to say is the ladies who've bought silver round cake drums, what you could do is buy contact paper, and you can buy contact paper from any craft shop and put that on, and then you'll be able to stick your witch on there. But aren't these fabulous? That's what they're saying, John. And then this is a next tower. This is a wedding tower. Okay, so we're going to do the baby tower on Wednesday. We've got the witches tower in October. We've got the wedding tower in November, and you'll see the wedding tower, and Claire's letting you have this for £15, and on this, look at this, you get a whole tier of cake on here, and she's going to show you a very, very easy method of covering a cake and getting sharp edges, and lots of elements on here as well. And then she's going to do a finale for her Christmas tower. So you can't ask for better than that, can you? So one tower at £30, the other towers at £15, but you can only buy the other towers providing you paid full price for one tower. All right. So, but they look great, don't they?
And that's where the members' price comes in.
That's where the members' price comes in. So if you buy one at members' price, you then get an email off us saying, hey, Cough up. Cough up. Pay the extra money. Oh, look at this. These flowers are all made out of chocolate. Aren't they wonderful? So chocolate petals. You've got macarons on here. There's all sorts of things on here. Gonna love it.
When's the wedding tower class?
It's on the website. I don't know the date here while I'm here, but it is on the website. So if you go to classes on the website, and let me show you how to find classes easy. Okay, so we'll have this little lesson on classes again.
Which is the one that's on Wednesday?
Baby tower. And the Halloween tower is in October. I think it's October. So yes, it is. Right, yeah, it'll have to be, won't it? Yeah. Yeah. Right, so you're on the website, over the top, Simon. So you're on the website, you're here, you're onto Sugar and Crumbs website, so it's sugarandcrumbs.co.uk or .com, it doesn't matter which one you have. You're on the home page, scroll up, classes. You go into classes, and there's the baby treat tower, 29th of September. And the members price, you only buy that providing you've bought one tower at full price. Okay, here's all the other classes that are coming up. So feel free to join all those. I'm going to be chasing you next week to join my cupcake bouquet class. I've not said anything about it, but we're going to do a 24 cup poppy bouquet. This is the full price one for the baby tower, and you just look at all the classes there. Okay. We've got Jerry Chew in very soon, so I need to talk to her about her. But if you saw what I did then, so we want to go back to the home page, just press Sugar and Crumbs. That takes you back to the home page. So this little item here is called an hamburger, but we've now changed it to the free tier cake. So click that, okay? And then we've got online classes, and it's got a little arrow next to online classes. If you press that, you get everything again. Just press the little drop down arrow. And if you drop down, then you'll see all the tutors in alphabetical order. So go and choose your tutor. So Claire Corbett, and all her classes are there, all with the dates on of when she's doing them. Who knew that? I've made this website really easy. You've just got to learn to play. Oh, so the wedding tower picture we've got to put in. To be fair, the girls only took the picture this weekend, so we'll put that in. Yeah. And these are all Claire's classes. If they've got no date, it means the class has already happened. You can still join it, you can still join the group, and you can watch the lives. My advice to you is watch the lives first, then get yourselves organised, then come back and do them with her. All right. Lots of people say they watch the classes at a later date, and when they watch them at a later date, they get so absorbed they completely forget that it's actually not a live class and end up joining in the comments and having a good old giggle. Yeah. So that's that. So let's go to our Swiss meringue buttercream now. So we've got our Swiss meringue buttercream, and this is the raspberry ripple flavour. Right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get the raspberry colour. Let's put a shot of this in. I'm just going to mix that in. Oh, I'll tell you what I did forget to do. I'm an nincompoop. So let me just put a blob there. Let me take all that red out. What do you think I needed, ladies? What did I forget? So I'm just going to put it in like that. I'm going to get my big piping bag.
The wedding tower class needs to go online, Carol.
The wedding tower class is online, there's just no picture. I think the half price version might not be online, but I've just said there's no picture because India only took the picture today. Okay. You shouldn't overfill your bags like I've just done. Anyhow, we'll manage. So I'm just going to make this green. Now John's in the bowl. Smells nice, doesn't it? So if you want darker colours, use Colour Mill, okay? Colour Mill is oil based and it's much better for Swiss meringue because it's got a lot of butter in it, okay? But I'm just using Colour Splash at the moment, and I don't put lots of it in because I don't want it to split. So because you usually find if you put a water based colour in, it might split.
Yeah, it's the Wedding Tower half price class.
Yeah, it's a half price one.
Thank you, Sue and Karen, for letting us know, and we'll get that sorted.
I'll do that after tonight's live. I've got to be honest, I've been in the classroom, in the warehouse all weekend on classes. I got yesterday afternoon off because Karen covered for me for the afternoon, and then today I've been in the warehouse all day. I've come home, I've had my tea, and I'm here in the warehouse all day tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Right, let me get another 352 tip. Put the piping bag. Now I'm not going to use a coupler for this because I'm only using a...
Is the Wedding Tower class or something?
I have no idea, I wouldn't have thought so. It's in November.
Yeah, if it is on a Sunday, Nicola, yeah, you can just buy it and then obviously watch it later.
It's not on a Sunday. But you can buy it anyhow, just watch it later. So that's the whole idea of the classes. You buy them, you can either join in on the day or watch at your own leisure. You're not buying a class online, is it? All of them are all pre-recorded. This one is you've got the opportunity of watching it live or watching it like later. Because all classes are all recorded. But we give you the opportunity of watching a live version and then you can just watch them later. It's up to you. Right, I'm going to sit down again. John, just have a look at the calendar. Claire's watching, she'll tell you.
It's a Wednesday.
It's a Wednesday.
It's a Wednesday.
Karen Naylor's response to it. It's a Wednesday.
Yeah, I was going to say Claire and does classes on a Wednesday.
3rd of November.
Yeah. I was going to say, was she thinking it said 3rd of October? So I put far too much buttercream in here, but here we go. Did she think it was October?
No, I don't know, but that's probably what has happened.
So we're using a 1M Wilton tip. So what we're going to do is we're going to start in the middle, okay, for our rows, and we're going to go around into the middle. We're going to overlap. We're going to go around. I'm going to pull it down, okay?
Yep, Nicola, she looked in October.
Yeah, I thought that's what she's done. Then we've got that lovely ripple colour, you see? And then we are going to pop a leaf in. Now I didn't crumb coat my cake. You can do, and you're probably best off rather than having it showing. So what I'll do is I'll crumb coat the next cake. So let me just clean that. Are you enjoying this live, guys? So who likes the idea of the flavour shots? So let's tell you, if you are abroad now, we are including it with shipping. So therefore the price, basically, it says free shipping, but it includes the price in it. So if you want to buy the bundle 9 flavour shots, which is salted caramel, raspberry ripple, velvet vanilla, white chocolate and raspberry, lemon drizzle, strawberry milkshake, mint, orange zest, coffee, plus the 6 whipping it up flavours, we can send it worldwide for £54.99. So that is a bundle of 15 flavours. Who's excited about that? So just let me spread this all over. Cover my cupcake. Simon, you couldn't open the door, could you please?
I can, yeah. I've done it before.
It is actually cold outside, but we've got that many lights in this kitchen now.
It's noisy outside as well.
Yeah.
There's helicopters and...
Yeah, wonder why the helicopters are going over. Right, okay. So then if you want to do a really, really big swirl, okay, so we've done the rose swirl there. Yeah, you can see that. Let's wipe my board because I hate you seeing it all mucky. So if you want to do a big swirl, you do a blob in the middle. So a nice blob in the middle. Okay, that's your blob. And then you go around the side. And you come up. And there you go. You've got a lovely, nice, big raspberry ripple ice cream there. Ready for you to pop your sprinkles on. Cover the cupcake. So, John, are they enjoying the live?
Yeah, they've got the same audience. We're still about 220, no, we're 230 people, so
fantastic.
Everybody's still here.
Right, so we'll do a hydrangea. So you just squeeze, squeeze, squeeze.
Dot said she bought classes back in June. She's only watched a few. Will she still be able to watch them?
They're your classes
But
forever.
she can't find them, and she's lost the codes to enter classes.
Right, so there you go. Wait a minute. So this is your hydrangea. You can pop a couple of leaves on if you want to around the side. Just give it a bit of greenery. Just put a little bit in. Don't go mad in your hydrangea. Just a bit. You got your hydrangea there. We've got cupcake number 4. I will show you how to find classes in the group. I'm going to keep showing you these things all the time so that you all can share with everybody. Okay. So
Karen's given her a bit of a bit of a summary as to how to get herself back in all the groups and how to find them. So
I'm going to show you now. Karen's off this week. You've got me helping you get into the groups. But I don't know where Karen stores everything on her computer. She did tell me before she went on holiday. But with all the millions of things I've got going through my mind at the moment, I have to say I don't really take much notice. But I will get you in your groups. So just be patient. So then we're going to do...
which nozzle, please, for hydrangea?
It's these 4 ones here are, we have used the 1M. Yeah? So all I'm going to do now is I'm just going to do a little wiggle, 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 wiggle. Yeah. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. And a wiggle, 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 wiggle. There you go. I'm just looking at my Zoma Barn pot. And then look.
I'm not in any doubt.
You're not in any doubt. You've got your 4 cupcakes. Aren't they pretty? Yeah. So we'll get these over here. And John, what did he think of the Swiss marbles from them? So, actually, I'm just going to pop a couple of leaves on the end of them. Yeah. Just going to put that in there. Then I like to put my cakes into the fridge to set. So let's just put these on there. I like to do. Right, so let me help you with the groups and then I will help you about peeling cupcake cases and then we're done. In fact, we've got 5 minutes. Might finish 5 minutes early, so do you want to have a quick look at those, ladies? Yep, so this is what we've decorated tonight. So I've showed you how to use the Flavour Shots. Flavour Shots are concentrated formulas of our flavoured icing sugar and our flavoured whipping it up. Okay, remember both mixes are multi-mixes. Alright, so the Flavour Shots are our icing sugars. You can use them to flavour your cake. You can make macarons, you can make cheesecakes with them, you can make meringues, you can make roulades. You can make hundreds of things. They're all on the website, okay? You get 9 flavours in the Flavour Shots. I'll run through them all with you again. So you get mint, This is if you buy the bundle, you can buy them individually. Mint strawberry milkshake, velvet vanilla, white chocolate and raspberry, orange zest, coffee, lemon drizzle, salty caramel, and tonight we have used the raspberry ripple. Okay, that is the bundle of 9. You can buy them individually, but we're showing you these tonight because anybody abroad who wants to buy these plus 6 whipping it up shots, okay, which is raspberry ripple, which we've used, salty caramel, velvet vanilla, lemon drizzle, white chocolate and raspberry, and I am missing one. Oh, there he is. He's hiding over there. Strawberry milkshake. 15 shots. We can ship worldwide, okay, out of the UK for £54.99. The ladies here in the UK and gents in the UK, we can ship you the 9 shots free of charge, okay, shipping, or we can send you the whipping it up shots free of charge. So all you have to do is select, click and collect. It doesn't do it automatically, unfortunately. So when you buy this bundle, just read the product information, so pop it in your basket, and when you come to checkout, select, click and collect. Those on the worldwide, it will automatically go to free shipping. All you have to do is put your full name and address in. Make sure, because you're abroad, make sure you put it all in properly. Make sure you check your typos, your spelling, everything. Put your full address in, make sure you put your zip code in, and then put your country in, all right? And then when you come to the drop down menu, it says country again, select UK. All right, and then otherwise it won't go for our website if you don't select that UK. But in the address, make sure you put the country you're in. All right, otherwise we will be emailing you, and then we'll have to wait for you to respond before we can ship. Yeah, so that's that one. Right, 2 questions you asked me. Peeling cup cases. Peeling cupcake cases, I always prefer to use foil over paper. Paper are great. Make sure you when you put your batter in, and I do get lots of ladies doing this, they get really stingy on their batter and they want it to go between so many cupcakes. You need to fill your cupcake case over half full, preferably 2/3 full with your cake batter. So somewhere between half full and 2/3 full, so that it rises and goes above your cupcake case, just above. You don't want it flowing over, and you must bake them properly. If you underbake, okay, your cases will peel. You need to bake properly. That's one of them. Then I can't do it with these, but I'll just show you. I'm just going to stuck my finger in that 1 second. So cupcake cases. Oh, wait a minute. Let's just pretend this is a cupcake. Sorry, I can't reach those over there. So let's pretend you've just got your cupcakes out of the oven. They're all in the tray, all right? They're all lovely. Put them on a cooling rack. If you haven't got a cooling rack, you always get a big grill pan in your oven with a rack inside it. Take that rack out, sit it on here so that you turn it round so you've got air coming out. Take your tray of cupcakes out of the top and sit them on that cooling rack. I leave them there. Some ladies don't. I leave them there. Don't take your cupcakes out of the oven and drop them straight onto the worktop. Don't place them on the worktop. They need air going around them, and they need that air to go around to cool them down. If you put them down onto the worktop, what happens is the heat from the tin is still really very hot, and it hasn't got any air going around to help it cool down. And to help it cool down, forces extra heat through, makes your cupcake cases peel. All right, so just put them in and let the air go around underneath the rack. Leave it like that. I generally leave mine there 10 to 20 minutes. Some people put them on the cooling rack, and then they pull the cooling rack out of the way, and then they start plopping their cupcakes out. If you plop them out, when you plop them out, the cupcake, the steam inside the cupcake goes, opens the cupcake case. So just get them out, put them out nice and gently on your rack. So once you've had 10 minutes in the tin, then put them out on the rack, and then leave them to cool thoroughly. Do not put them in an airtight container. So when I used to make my cupcakes, and then I'd leave them on the cooling rack, and then I'd go and get my tea towel, clean tea towel, and I used to cover all my cupcakes. So what do you think I'm doing? locking in the steam. So the steam was under there. I pulled them off and all my cupcakes had peeled. So the best thing you can do is, if you've got one of those fly nets, to go over the top. But if you've got all the doors shut and there's no fly in there, you can just leave them there. They'll cool down nicely. Don't put them in an airtight container. When they're warm, they will peel. So it's all about when they're warm. You've got to make sure everything's nice and cold. Right? What was the last question, John? Somebody asked, oh, what did we say about how to find on the website? It was on the website. Come on, ladies, what was it? Where's my phone?
Oh, I think Karen's actually done a quite a nice explanation of that.
Yeah, but what was it? Remind me.
No, it was about getting back into the groups
right,
on Facebook.
Okay, that's it. So let's get onto the groups. So when you're on Facebook, you have your own page, okay? So your own page. So when you set up your page, that's called your page. That's your wall, to be fair. So I don't know whether people still use that terminology now, but your own profile is your wall. And this is where people will tag you in. So when they write a post, they can come over to your wall and write on it, if you give them permissions to do that. Or they can then write something and tag you in. And when they tag you in, it appears on your wall. All right. But if you go to the top here, you've got a search button and you've got your edit button and things like that. You can go and search. Okay. So you can search Claire Corbett. Claire Corbett. Right.
Not like
Help
that.
if I spell it. Claire Corbett. Claire. I was just testing you, Sam, and see if you were watching. So Claire Corbett comes up. And then what's happened there? What do you think's happened there? Just started to write it in. All her classes have come up there. So a Halloween class, so search for more results. If I write in, got a Halloween tower, mermaid tower, wedding tower, treat box galore. So I haven't even wrote all the name in yet. Okay, so Claire Corbett. Search. And then it will start bringing up all her classes. Everything that she's involved in, even if she's not involved in our classes, everything she's done. The easiest way to do it is go here down at the bottom. You've got newsfeed. So your newsfeed then is not things on your wall. Your newsfeed is what all your friends are talking about. So what you're talking about, what your friends are talking about. So you scroll it, that's where your newsfeed is. So that's everybody who's friends with you. That's there. Your watch list is all your videos you've been watching, so you can go and watch all your little videos or things that you've joined. Your marketplace is where you're selling stuff or you want to buy something. Profile, back to you. Notifications, so notifications, these are all the people who have tagged you in or asking things, or if you're watching something, it tells you. And then go to more there. And if you go to more, we've got groups, so go to groups. And if you go to groups, it's got your group. So once you join a group, it becomes your group. You are a member. So you can go and click in there, and these are all the groups that your members are. Okay. Now I manage groups, so it tells me groups I manage, tells me groups I've joined, see all. And look, they're all there. If you've joined that group, they're all there. Yeah? And that will be there for you.
And if someone hasn't joined the group but has
If you
bought the
haven't-
class several months ago,
Yeah. So if you haven't joined the group, okay, all you need to do is go back to newsfeed, go to the search button, and then put in. So you think Halloween tower, Halloween tower. So just write in Halloween tower. Okay, and then, well, mine's come up straight away, Halloween treat tower. But if you don't know what the name of the class is, just go to our website, look at the class that you think you bought, and type it in as per the class, what it's called, and then go over there. All right, if you are in the class, you will go into the class and you'll be able to see all the information. If you are not a member of the class, it will ask you to join. All right. And then you must answer the 3 questions to join. Now it will ask you for your order number. If you don't know it, just write, I don't know it, I think I paid for this class, please can you check? And then what happens is we'll check for you. And if you haven't, you don't get in the group. So if you find that you come in and want to join again and you're not there, then it means that you never got approved, you never bought the class in the first place. So I hope that helps. Anyhow, it's bang on 9 o'clock. I think we've covered a lot in this session, do you?
Yeah, just one question. Is metal cupcake cases or trays okay? Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as they've got airflow around.
Yeah, so you put those on. I've got a tray thingy.
And Janine said, John, I'll send an email with my address for silver sparkles. Hope I've done it right.
Yeah, hope so too. But Janine, you've got my text number. No, you've got my mobile number. You've got my mobile number. So if you can't, don't message me tonight because I won't see it. All right, I'm going to go to bed. I'm going to go and put the tower class on and I'm going to go to bed. But, so you can buy these. We used to sell these, but we can't get them anymore now. These are called cooling racks, okay? So we used to buy them off Wilson. They came in sets of 3s, but Wilson haven't had any in for a long time. But I think you can buy something similar. You can get them from, I don't know, wherever. But these are what you need, and they stand up so they can get more air through them. Or pull this out your oven. So you know that's in your oven. So pull it out the oven tray and then turn it the other way. Doesn't give you a lot of air, but at least it helps you. And then sit your muffins on there, let them cool down. Then when they're ready, come back, take them out. So you take it out, sit them on there, let them cool down a bit more. Just leave them for an hour. They'll be cool in an hour. Okay, leave them alone, and then you can go and put them in your cupcake boxes. Don't put them in plastic boxes yet, so don't put them in your plastic carriers yet. That's when they'll peel as well, all right? Because even though they're cool, they're not really cool. They need several hours for cooling, yeah? All right, hope that's helped you all. So we are back tomorrow night with Tracy Mann. Tracy Mann was on holiday. She'll be back in the kitchen at 6:30 tomorrow night, so I'm sure you'll all be there to watch her. And then Wednesday night we have got Karen in the kitchen. She's going to be showing you how to use the Flavour Shots to make chocolate. And then Laura will be in the kitchen and she'll be making it into a batch and showing you how to make fudge with it. And then I will be back next week, and I don't know.
Don't forget Claire on Wednesday.
Yeah, Claire on Wednesday. Did I say she's not on Wednesday night? Yeah, Claire isn't doing her class on Wednesday day, the baby tower. So tomorrow, Tracy Mann, 6:30. Wednesday, 10 o'clock, Claire, baby tower, okay? So even if you don't get to watch it on the day and you remember, it doesn't matter, the class is saved for you. It's in announcements, it's in guides. Wednesday night, Karen Griffiths, 7 o'clock. She's going to show you how to use your chocolate moulds. She's got some new Christmas moulds that she's going to show you, and she's going to flavour the chocolate with the Flavour Shots. Thursday, Laura will be in the kitchen. She's going to use the Flavour Shots and she's going to make fudge. Yeah, so great week. We'll see you then. All right then. Thanks, John.
Right, thank you everyone for joining us.
Thanks, Simon.
Thank you, everyone.
And I forgot one more thing. Demonstration day will be Claire and Simon. So those who are on the demonstration day on Saturday down at the warehouse, okay, you can get in from 9 o'clock. And who's going first? It's Claire who's going first, is it?
We'll be
they'll sort it out.
We'll discuss it.
They'll sort it out. But for the demonstration day on Saturday, you can come through the gates at 9 o'clock and the first demo starts at 11. All right then. See you soon. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.